We were told that this is definitely the week, and that individual was a member of the new United States Treasury. I believe that that's a good assessment of where we are, so I'm very excited about where we finally are in this quest. Parliamentary Oil Committee expects to approve the oil and gas law during the current parliamentary session. I believe they will show and expose the real effective exchange rate to the currency, and there will be a period of time they're going to monitor and adjust, doesn't matter what the exchange rate is. They have to make adjustments, things change in societies and cultures. Once you see the HCL you will see the new exchange rate. They have to go hand in hand the same way your lower notes need a new exchange rate. They also have to go hand in hand. International Development Bank achieves a net profit of 74.4 billion dinars, quote 30 billion dinars profits of the regional commercial bank until the third quarter. Abdul Hussein al-Yaziri, a member of the Iraqi Parliamentary Finance Committee, 2014 will witness the deletion of zeros from the Iraqi currency. He noted that the deletion will occur in coordination with the CBI, and that as a result of the project, the number of banknotes in circulation will be reduced from 4 billion to 1 billion. Opening of cash centers as planned is another method to reduce the note count, as stated in this past Delete the Zeros article snippet. Question: don't you love these bank centers opening in Iraq? The corrupt weren't carrot percenting the Iraqi people for many decades. But now the government, Sudani, along with the CBI, have their banks under control. These centers will be paid a percentage for every account that is opened, for every zero note that is brought in, to have total control over the monetary reform process. The IQD rate on the QFS is $3.96 marks, that is well within the range that I am expecting to see. Iraq exports goods to China worth about $30 billion in just 9 months. The reconstruction of a war-torn country is massive. If you've been invested in this for a long period of time and done your research, you know back in World War II we had Germany, Japan. What happened to those countries? They got destroyed, sadly, but they built them back to powerhouses. Iraq's going to be another powerhouse. The development road is going to support that. It's going to be huge. What did Dr. Sabibi want in order to bring forth the new exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar to remove the 3 zeros sanctioned program rate? Stability and security. Banks were still being nasty, they were still selling dollars under the table at a ridiculous exchange rate. Isn't what Jesus was mad about were the money exchangers ripping off the innocent people? Yeah, that's what I'm mad about, because it has delayed my investment. But no more. Do you agree Sudani has control of his banks? He shut down over 100. And bringing in these centers that he is controlling with Alaq from Central Bank of Iraq. Iraq Trade Bank opens a new branch in Baghdad. The Iraqi Trade Bank's goal is to expand into other incomes outside of oil revenue, and loans for those businesses. This is part of the deep commitment Iraq has given to diversify its economy so it can justify a higher rate. It's all in their white papers. We must remember that the RV is not an event by itself that will just happen someday, but it is a byproduct of the reforms. It cannot happen without the reforms, and one of the reforms, besides all the banking, insurance and stock market reforms, is the currency reform. The project to delete the zeros will begin the final stage. If these strategies are completed, the likelihood of seeing the IQD on Forex again is extremely high. I believe it is inevitable. When it is time, it will be on Forex and with the kind of rate we all anticipate. Today the IQD rate in the quantum financial system, QFS, is $3.96. When they decide to allow the IQD back on the exchanges, the rate will be mapped over to the exchanges from the QFS. Parliamentary finance. The government is working on preparing the basics of the 2025 general budget to present it to the House of Representatives. Taking a country to international level is going to be a major deal. It's going to take a lot of time still, but they're going to have to get started. They're going to have to go international to get it going. Dollar falls slightly in Baghdad Stock Exchange and Exchange. This is showing us stronger stability, which is something Dr. Shabibi wanted before a new value.